Sometimes we're handed a Revit model, not really sure its disposition. Good idea simply to open it. If it needs to be upgraded, upgrade it. Save. So this is another example of where we're going to, sort of take a base Revit model that we don't know much about, then link it into a new project. We're going to create a new project and link a Revit model to it. Now we're just opening the source. Just be organized about what, right? We're opening a Revit model, save it somewhere where you can find it. Right? So apparently it was in an older version of Revit. We have to upgrade the 2020, and that'd be a good idea to save out the file with a suffix or embed into the name Revit 2020, so you can quickly know that it's a file that you can open in Revit 2020. These are error messages that you're going to have to ignore. Right, so there may have been links to the Revit, and then it's just simply delete the instance because that's the option. If you cancel, you'll have to cancel the operation, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so now you have this file open. Let's save as. And call it source Revit 2020. Right, I'll put these files someplace where you can find it. You'll notice we have a 3D cutaway section box through the building. Apparently the basement is modeled. It looks like a fairly elaborate model. Now, having saved it, I'm going to close it. I'm going to start a new project. Always use an architectural template. Hit OK. And the first thing we're going to do is create a link. So I'll go to the Manage tab and click on Manage Links. And Revit is the default tab here. I'm going to add a link to, looks like I'm in that area, link to source. hit OK, open. It'll take a minute, but now it's creating a link. Loaded as an overlay, which is fine. Load as an overlay or attachment, but we basically want to use it as template and hit OK. So what that means is now we have a model. Let's save this. File, save as, project. I'm going to call it, I'm going to overwrite this. Link to Revit. Yes. So we opened the source file and created a link to a Revit file. Uh-oh, visitor, we're recording. Brutus, you're on my recording. He's following you. He's searching. Okay. The dog just came in. Let's go to a 3D view. Okay, so we have the Revit model. And when you start a new project, Revit creates default levels, level 1 and level 2. So if I go to an elevation view, all these green lines are reference planes. So if I go into visibility graphics, I'm going to hide reference planes. Okay, that'll make it a little clearer to see what's going on. And the two default levels that come with my new project, it's level 1 and level 0. However, the project itself, right, has a bunch of different levels. And I'm going to guess that level 2 should be associated with the second floor, right? And level 1 be associated with the first floor, and it looks like that's where it is. Then we have a grade level. Let's create another level. Right? That's, and call that grade. That's the street. Right? So you have grade. We have level 1. When you climb the stairs, you get to level 1, and then you get to level 2. So if I go to floor plan level 1, I'm actually looking at the floor plan of that level. If I go to floor plan level 2, I'm looking at the floor plan of level 2. If I were to go to my elevation view and create a third floor, create similar, right? It defaults to level 4 because that's the last one that was created. We'll call that level 3. So if I want to, and let's answer yes to that. If I want to answer, if I want to draw on the third floor, I would draw at the level 3 floor plan. If I double click the level 3 floor plan, I'm up on the third floor. 3D view. Right, we don't have site topography, and we need to place that in here, but let's create a section box. And illustrate what we're talking about. So if I cut through the building, right? When I draw on level 1, I'm drawing in here. Right, there's a floor associated with level 1. That area there. If I draw on level 2, I'm drawing in here. If I draw on level 3, I'm drawing in there. Save the link to Revit. That should be enough to get started. In the next video, I'll talk about site. File save. Happy Thanksgiving.